Y'all, this is my third time trying to record this video. Facebook Live won't let me be great. I guess that means we're going to have to come from here. I can't find my tripod. We're going to get her done though. So, today we are talking about settlements. Now, last week I did a video where we discussed settlements. What a settlement is when you have a debt and it goes unpaid and then it gets bought by a debt collector. And then Mr. Debt Collector will collect on the debt. And when a debt collector gets it, if you have $1,000 debt, then they're paying pennies on the dollar. So they might have only paid $300, $200. Who knows? So they're pursuing you for the full debt, and that's how they make their money. Okay? Even when they offer you a settlement, you're still paying them more than what they paid for the debt. Now, that doesn't mean that you didn't owe it or anything. It just means that at this point, the original debtor has written it off and said, hey, I'm not going to get any money. I might as well sell it to Mr. Debt Collector. Mr. Debt Collector can deal with it. And the debt collector will, because they're good at what they do. Some tactics that they use is they will use color paper that looks like a check. So a lot of times when you get checks in the mail, they'll be like green or red or blue or yellow. And they'll kind of use that same kind of marbling. Anytime you get a collection or some sort of debt in the mail, it will never say that it's from a debt collection company. It'll either look like an envelope where the return address just has a P.O. box and the location, or you may get it, and it'll look like a card. I've seen them look that way too. So I'm going to show you two examples of debt collection letters, and I'm going to just kind of give you some tips and things that you can look out for. I figure that this would be a good segue since last week we discussed debts. So what we have here are two debts. I'm not sure if you all can see it, but we're going to try our best to make it work. So right here is the original debt. It's going to say who it's from. It's going to have the original institution, the original account number, the Calvary account number, and the balance amount. This debt is from 2014. Now, as you can see here, it says Calvary is offering 55% discount to you. So they give you three different options, and I did calculate them. They all equal the same thing. It just depends on let me take that back. I calculated them. I don't remember if they all equal the same thing, but I'm pretty sure they do. However, there are times where you'll get debt collection notices, and the quicker and less payments you have, the more they'll give you off. So there's a few different ways that you can get debt collection letters. This one was originally dated for June 13th, and it was good for a month. And it says down here, the law limits how long you can be sued on a debt. Because of the age of your debt, you will not be sued for it, but it could still report to this particular person's credit. Now, this particular offer wasn't taken, so they got a second offer in the mail. Now, if you remember me saying last week, the goal is 55%. Well, as you can see, this one says 50. So because it wasn't taken 3 months ago, because this one's dated September, then now it's, not 55% anymore, but it's still a good and decent deal. Be mindful that when you do take a collection, let's say the original debt's $1,000 for easy math. If you pay $400 or less, then they will send you something called a cancellation of debt, which is where you have to claim the debt settlement, like the difference, as income and potentially pay tax on it. I'm not a tax preparer, so you can speak with your tax professional about that. So the things to remember: 55% of the debt. Do not be afraid to throw a number out there. If they'll take it, they'll take it. If they won't, then they won't, but you won't know if they don't ask. I don't recommend getting to the point where you have to do a lot of settlements. You want to make sure you take care of your debts when they do come around. Some ways that you can tell a settlement or a collection is a collection is it will come on colored paper and it'll look like a check. I think it's their way of trying to trick your mind, so you'll open up the letter, or else it might come in the form of like a card or something that's non-threatening. It will never say that it's from a debt collection company. It'll just have a P.O. box and a location, but that's because legally that's what they're required to do. And you want to make sure that you read the fine print at the bottom of the debt collection or the settlement offer that you get. these particularly said, that they limit the amount of time that they can pursue you. You want to know your state statute of limitation? Delaware's, I think, is 3 years. So after 3 years of no contact, they're not going to, pursue you in court and push super, super, super hard like that. So those are just some things to remember. Thank you for taking a moment to watch this video. Thank you for your patience. This is my third time recording it. If you can, comment, like, share, subscribe. If you do like this video, let me know, because I don't know what you all like unless you tell me. Feel free to ask questions below. I will keep an eye on the video and try to post content that is relevant for you guys, because I believe the educated consumer makes the best decisions, and I feel like we can all eat. So, you guys have an awesome night, and I'll see you next time.